This shouldn't be a long meeting.
Okay, you may start when you are ready.
Okay, thank you everybody for joining the meeting. Some of us have been here together 8 years. I can't believe it. I don't know where the 8 years have gone by. And this is our last official meeting of Age Friendly until whenever the next one is, like next council. Okay, so I'd like to call the meeting to order. It's 1:03. Can I have a motion that the Age Friendly agenda be adopted?
I move.
Dan and Joey, mover seconder, all in favor? Perfect. Adoption of the minutes, mover seconder.
I'll move.
Sebastian and Rihanna, first and second. All in favor? Perfect. Any declarations of interest? Seeing none, we'll move on. Okay, let me get my numbers. Okay, I finally did all the last numbers. We're going to start with the calendar. We got the calendar and extremely pleased with it, and extremely pleased with the printer. The calendar, if anybody printed the last thing I sent you, so you'll have it in your minutes, but if you haven't printed it, the calendar was exactly as she quoted at $5,581, and she only charged us $50 for design and setup, and that's an hour's work, and I think she did more than an hour's work. So the calendar came out to $56.31. We don't pay the full taxes, so I figured the taxes will be about $390. So the total came to with the reimbursement of taxes around $6,021, and we had a total budget of carry forward from last year $4,800, carry forward amount also from last year $500. We had an additional sponsor because we had to make it a 13-month calendar of $400, and our current year contribution to the calendar was $500. So we had $6,200 in total. So 6,200 minus, I rounded it up, $6,025. So we have an excess in our budget of about $175 that we didn't use of the $500. So, so all is good. Any questions on the budget? If you don't have it, I sent it to you just at noon. These numbers, you can review them. So we did it. And as usual, this elephant calendar, nothing goes on time with it. Last night I was supposed to launch it at the council meeting, and they had major technical issues. They've never had them before. I come on and they have them, and I think it's the calendar. So I'm pretty sure, because everything with the calendar has been this way. So so we'll launch it. We're still gonna, I've started distributing them to the 50 calendars to all of the sponsors. And I'm going to go, if there's no questions, I'm going to go right to the distribution policy. Or I want your feedback. Any questions on the cost? No? Okay, distribution policy. This was in your package. There's 650 that have to go to our sponsors. That's part of the agreement. They get 50 each. The senior center, I propose to give 150. Various contributors. These are people who, like the Tony Vandermasses and all the photographers, a whole pile of people contributed. They'll get varying degrees. I think that if they contributed a lot, like a Tony Vandermass, I like to give 10. If they just, gave a picture or two, then we'll give a couple. I like to keep some in reserve. Port Robinson area, I was thinking about 40 or 50. The tourism center, 200. Last night, council, all the councilors and the mayor got 10 each, and senior staff got 1. So that was about 100. So those are already committed. Age Friendly Committee, I want to know if you want 5 each or 10 each. What's your preference? And that includes Joanne, because she's on our committee and she's done a hell of a lot of work. Do you want 5 each or 10 each? 5 each is enough?
Plenty.
You want 5 each, and then if you want more, you'll contact me?
Good idea.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, now I wanted to tell you this. On Friday, between 11:15 and 12:15, I'm going to be at the library. And any of you that can come to the library to pick up your copies, come and do so. Okay, so I'm going to email all these photographers and stuff. So if you can do so, if you can't come, I'll get them to you. Joanne, I'll get you your 5s when I come pick up the check for Dixon Inc. Okay, so we'll give you 5 each. If you want more, let me know. Okay, I'm going to keep on going. Mayor's office got 100. So that's so Marco Marino and the mayor, you know, when people, okay, this is, I want another opinion. There's approximately 220 staff, not including the crossing guards, 220 staff. Do we want to give one to each staff, or do we want to just make like 50 or 100 available and whoever wants one can pick one up, or do we want to give one to every staff?
Jean, do we have enough to give to everybody?
I think we do.
I just, I don't know. We have to know exactly how many staff members, because you can't exclude anybody. So it's either all or none. So if we're taking all city employees, I don't know. Is that not thousands? I absolutely don't know.
No. City staff is 220. Joanna's already looked into this. It's 220, but that doesn't include the crossing guards. The crossing guards aren't working.
Or the volunteer firefighters.
Or the volunteer firefighters.
I don't think. It might actually. Hold on. Let me check. Let me double check.
Okay, when she double checks, then we're going to keep 500 of them for the, and I don't know if we'll give out 500. We'll keep 500 of them for the Canada Games Festival. That's our festival for the province of Manitoba, for the Canada Games. And what I'm proposing is there's an event between 4:30 and 10, not 9. And that we give out the calendars as people leave between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. I don't want to give people calendars as they're coming into the park, because we'll have them all over the park. I want anybody who wants one, and we'll ask them. And that would be part of our our commitment to the Canada Games. And the movie swim night, we'll have a few there, about 90. Okay, Joanne?
So we have 159 employees, and then we have 58 volunteer firefighters. So 159 plus 58, I believe, is the 220 you're talking about?
I think I rounded up.
Yeah. So that would be all of staff, excluding crossing guards.
It's up to you. Do we give 100 to the city to give to staff, or do we make them available to all the staff? I'm open. I'm tired of making decisions.
I think that we can just have them out, and then they can pick them up if they want one. I don't want them to be given to somebody that don't want it, and then they just end up throwing it out anyways. Okay. I'm not saying, like, I'm saying for this, for everybody in general, not just city staff, but like everybody that we're giving to. I think we need to be mindful that if we give too many, they might just end up in garbage.
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't we just leave a pile, and if it needs to be replenished, we can bring more?
Okay. So Joanne, what if I bring you a box or two, and you can figure out how to give it to the different areas and give them some, or do you want, how I'll give you some, and you can figure out how to make them available in different
That's
areas.
fine.
Some staff won't want the calendars, right?
That's right.
Right. And the
But I mean,
purpose
again,
of
it's
the
not just
calendar.
staff, right? It's all the groups. Someone might just not
hold
want
on.
them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll make some available, and if they need a few more, we will. So we'll give up to about 200, and then probably one of Friday night, maybe another thing at one of the Friday night car shows. Maybe one of us can be there and give out a few.
And can I make a decision to help with that? I think that is the right to hand out to only that want, because we don't want them littered around. And our purpose of the calendar is to also promote age friendly and the ongoing committee work that people are doing. So would it not be, we could also leave them, because they have to be distributed this year, right? Because they are for
2023.
That's right.
Yeah, they go December 2022 to December 2023.
So I think it would be prudent to keep some back September for the new age friendly, because there may be something to promoting that we'll do that promotes throughout the year when it's closer to 2023 and people will have a more appreciation of the calendar. You don't want to waste all the hard work that you've gone into it.
Well, right now I've got 300 on reserve.
Yeah, well, you might need to keep more. You don't know. I'm just saying, you don't know what's going to happen from September to December.
Yeah, okay.
So the purpose was the Canada Games. You've got that and you'll work with that. And then the other purpose will be, you don't just want to hand them out without, because you want to promote also committee work for the city of Thorold. So that will also interject when the new committee starts come September to maybe help.
The new committee won't start until January.
Oh, that's right. But
yeah,
I guess
Okay.
this is it then. You're right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the new committee won't start until January, but we have some on reserve, and I don't think we'll give out 500 at that the park. Well, we want to keep some because there may be some event in the fall that we may go to, like something like the car show or something else that might happen in the fall.
Mhm.
So I'll keep some on reserve because we do have their 2023 calendars. So it's not like we have to get them all out right now. Okay, so I will revise this list and I'll send it to you. Dan, I have to get a hold of, are you going to be able to come on Friday? Or can I drop some off at your place? Or can we talk offline later?
I've already texted you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm in Hamilton Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
So yeah, I've left you contact information for me and for my replacement at TCAG.
Okay, now do you want me to give them to you or do you want me to bring them to the Okay, I'll look at your email. Okay, I'll look at your email. Okay, so that's generally.
It's a text.
Huh? That's generally how we're going to distribute them. If you have any other suggestions, let me know. Even later, okay? I've started distributing to the sponsors. I'm trying to do 2 a day. And I figured then I'll get them done. I've started. So if anybody can come at 11:15 on Friday, I'll see you then. If you can't, then we'll get them to you. Any more on this distribution policy?
What time are you at the library till?
11:15 to 12:15.
Okay. All right. I'll come. I'm out till noon, so I'll come. I work just after.
Okay.
Right away.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, got to go back to the minutes. Okay, so I'll revise that and the revised will be part of our minutes. Okay, the swim and the movie night. I tell you. Sebastian, you want to take that on?
Yeah, I think before I start, did you end up speaking with Stephanie before the meeting?
Okay, I'll tell you, yep, I ended up speaking with Stephanie and your numbers jived.
Okay.
And, she said it was going to be, I did put it on here, didn't I? Okay, you had, okay, Sebastian had that the costs were going to be $11.92. Taxes would be about $66. So she said if we budgeted $1,225, we should have enough to cover. Okay, so now to do that, I want to make some changes. So if we have, and then we have $200 from the library too, right, Joanne? Did the $200 come in from the library? No? Okay, well, I'll check on that. I thought Joanne was going to give us $200. If she does it, but we may have $200 from the library, because I thought they were going to win. But anyway, I'll confirm that. But either way, we would have another, we would, either way, we would have enough money. So in our budget, and I think we need a motion for this. In our budget, we had 1,100 for the free swim and movie and 300 for age-friendly activities and programs. What I like to do is combine those two into, it becomes $1,400, right? Advanced math, 1,100 plus 300 is 1,400. Combine those two and make it free swim and summer activities like bocce. Maybe we can do bocce in the fall, which isn't going to cost a lot. It probably costs about $100 or $150 if we can do it. And if we combined the two of them, then we'd have enough money to do both the swim and possibly bocce. Can we combine those two items?
I'll make a motion that we combine the items,
Okay,
the single budgetary to be used discretionarily between like activities. Does that
okay,
make sense?
okay. Sebastian moves. Can I have a seconder? Anybody? Leslie? Does anybody want to make any more comments on that one?
I'm just gonna make it specific, and it's gonna say the swim and movie, and then the bocce tournament.
Okay, we probably won't do anything else because there's not going to be any time. Okay. Can I call the question? All in favor? Okay, any opposed? Okay, seeing none, okay, so that budget item is done. Okay, and then I spoke to Curtis, and we're getting 4 chat bench banners. So that $400 will cover it. He confirmed that. And that's a committed amount. We haven't paid it, but it's committed. And now I need another motion. The Christmas luncheon. The Christmas luncheon, we talked last week about having what's his name? William Thomas. So I figured out, I contacted him, and he usually charges $500 for groups to speak, but he agreed to do it for $400. And Rick's committee board, they met and they have agreed that they would put up to $250. So my recommendation is that they pay $250 and we pay $250, which is $400, which is $100 less than he charges. So we had budgeted $150, so we'd have to increase that to $200. And we do have the money to do that for the Christmas luncheon, specifically towards William Thomas. And what I would do is I would get Elaine to bill Age Friendly the $200. And then what she would do is she would pay the $400 out of their monies to William Thomas.
Okay, so your math didn't work there for a second. You were saying 250 plus 250 is 400. Is it 250 or is it 200?
200.
200. Okay, so no 250.
No, 250.
Okay.
$200 each, which is $100 less than he charges. And we'd have to increase our budget from $150 to $200. And I've got all the numbers working out to $3,000 if we do that.
Okay, so where are you taking that additional 50 to move into this?
The calendar was, the calendar was, but did you see my new numbers?
Yes.
Okay, the calendar, like for example, the calendar was budgeted at 500. We only used 375.
Okay, so you're taking it from the committee's portion of the calendar. Okay.
So a motion to $200 for him?
Yes, I'm okay with that, Rhiannon.
Rihanna? Okay, and a seconder? Sebastian, I'll call the question. All in favor? Okay, that's carried. Okay, so you will see the revised budget, which now equals $3,000 for the budgeted and the actual. And we've, for the first time, spent all our, or will be spending all our money. Okay, we did William Thomas. I told you chat benches, there'll be some kind of an official ribbon cutting for the chat benches. So when that happens, you will get emails and you'll be welcome to attend. We've done Butchie. We've done the final budget review. Okay, street signs, we got something on this. Joanne.
So yesterday at council, we passed a motion. I'll read the motion. It's that the age-friendly ad hoc committee recommends that the Thorold City Council consider increasing the font size on new and replacement municipal street signs, and that staff be directed to prepare a report respecting the implications of the recommendation to increase the font size on new and replacement municipal street signs. So there will be a staff report coming to council in the future about having the font size increased and what the cost would be to the city if they were to do this.
Okay, so at least this one hasn't fallen off the table. We're going to get something, whether we do get increased font size, at least it'll be looked at. Fred.
Yeah, Jeannie, I don't see a problem, an issue with it when it does come back to council. I can't see them turning it down.
Okay, but it's nice we've got it back on the plate. So I thank you, Fred, too, for all your support in getting all of these things through council. You've been a great champion for us on council. Does anybody want to say anything else on that? How's this for good timing, guys? Okay, we're at round table. Rick, I can see you first.
Well, nice to be with you all. I'll see some of you again in January, I guess. My term doesn't end until May, so I'll be on the committee until that time, until my replacement takes over. So have a good summer, everybody. And Jean, thank you for all your work. And as Jean said, Fred, thank you for getting a lot of this through council. Appreciate it.
Okay, Dan, happy retirement.
Thank you for that. I got two things. One, Rick, that is the best looking Zoom meeting attire background I have ever seen. And Megan Gilchrist is the new executive director at the TCAG starting next Monday. I haven't met Megan yet, but I've seen her credentials and we've been in touch actually a fair bit. So she's finishing up her work at the Shaw Festival, and she's going to hit the ground running next Monday. I really think she's going to be a great fit and do some great things there. So you'll probably get a chance to meet Megan over the next few months.
Thanks.
Fred?
Thank you, Jeannie. And mostly you know that I'm not running again as far as being on city council is concerned. I will put my name forward to be on the committee when it does start up again in January. So I will be still part of it if City Hall wants me still there.
Well,
But I would like to thank Jeannie, because when Terry and I approached Jeannie to start the age-friendly committee, I thought that she would be a good fit, and she's definitely been a good fit for this committee, and hopefully she will carry on and be part of it again next year. So Jeannie, thank you so much for taking this project on and all the things that we've done so far and more to come.
thank you. Leslie?
I'm just relaxing after I've got 2 days that I don't have to do anything. So trying to think of what's coming up. We're putting out our posters for the garden contest. If you want to nominate somebody's garden, please pick up the nomination form, and hopefully we'll get lots of entries, and we'll know in September who has the best garden in Thorold.
And you did a nice event on Sunday. It was very nice.
Thank you. We do that garden party every summer, the last 3 years anyway, because it was a way of meeting with everyone but staying isolated. And it was really nice seeing everyone on Sunday.
And Sebastian, your work isn't done. We got the swim to do. So, but what do you want to say?
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. I think it's been a fantastic term and we've done quite a bit, especially with your tireless work, Jean. I'm really happy to see the calendar came together. I know you put years into this, so I'm really happy. And like you said, I'm looking forward to or finishing up with the swim, potentially the bocce tournament. And yeah, no, it's been fantastic.
Joey.
Jean, again, to reiterate Fred's comments, I'd like to thank you for all the work you've done. I'm sure a lot of work was done that we don't even know about. You've been terrific, and I hope you're coming back next time. I guess not till 23 now, but yeah, it's been a great year. I just wanted to add, this morning I did a tour of that old hydro building in Niagara Falls that was refurbished and went down the tunnel. The Joint Accessibility Advisory Committee was asked to attend to give feedback and input on any accessibility issues. Very minor issues. I'd highly recommend it, except take a raincoat. I went out the end of the tunnel and it got soaked, but it is very well worth your visit.
That's good to know. Okay, Rihanna.
I'm just going to echo what everybody else has said. I think it's being said, and I hope that, you know, everybody has a really great and safe summer, and we'll see each other in the new year, hopefully.
Okay, Joanne.
I don't have anything specific to say, except I will blame your calendar for yesterday. I've been here 12 years and never has the light bulb on the projector blown up.
I told you, it's the calendar. It's the elephant calendar.
So that's basically what happened. The projector bulb blew up. So the projector was no longer working anymore, which means we couldn't get feed from the outside, which was Zoom. Because the other end of the machine thought that the projector was off, but it was on. So Zoom, yeah, it was, but we got through it. We got through what we could. We did cancel a lot of the meeting that we couldn't do, but which was one of them was Jean's presentation. So I do apologize for that. But we do have you on that council meeting for August 2nd, and we should have a bulb by then.
Or in-person meeting. Okay. Okay, before I end, I want to thank all of you for all of your contributions. And we thanked Fred for his wonderful support. But I want to thank also in particular Joanne for you don't know how many emails she gets from me. And she's always generous and patient. And if she hadn't returned, when she returned from her mat leave, I would have either been in an asylum or I would have quit this committee, because she brought some normality back to the clerk's department. So Joanne, thank you for everything that you've done for the committee. And I want to thank all of you. I hope all of you or some of you will be coming back next in January, and we'll see what happens when we go forward from there. Thank you for all of your contributions. You've all done something to make this committee a better committee. I will have a roll up of all the things we've done for the last 2 years in the next council package as part of our minutes. So you can see all what we've done. It's actually quite a bit, and also all of the media coverage and stuff that we've gotten. So that'll also be as part of the package, so council could even see it. So again, thank you. I will be continuing on my committee work with Age-Friendly Niagara Council, which is trying to become a council. So that committee work will continue for me, but everything else is whatever we've got to, the loose ends we've got to tie up. And I will be seeing some of you because there is some, you know, at some of these events to distribute the calendars and things like that. Okay, and you can always email me if you have any questions or anything. So again, thanks a million or 2 million to all of you. And if you can pick up your stuff on Friday, that's great. If at 11:15 to 12:15, if you can't, we'll get it to you. And I'm going to drop off 150 at the 2 boxes at the senior center, Rick, and you guys can decide how you're going to distribute them.
Sure,
Is that okay?
that's fine. Yep.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gene.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we gonna
Go
have
to
a formal
retirement,
meeting
Jan.
adjourned?
Oh, adjournment.
I'll
Motion to
approve.
adjourn.
Yes.
Sebastian, I don't know, Rihanna. Okay, Sebastian,
Perfect.
Rihanna. Anybody opposed? No,
No.
all in
Bye,
favor?
everyone.
Bye, everyone. Okay,
Bye.
bye.